Okay, so this is your part 2 cell in biology. Now, what is eukaryotic and prokaryotic cells? Okay, so what is first talking about the prokaryotic cells? So, prokaryotic cells, as the name suggests, pro means the previous one. Okay, so this is the primitive cell that is typical old cell, and the prokaryotes has three basic structure of a typical cell. That is, it has nuclear material, it has an undefined nuclear region in cytoplasm, that is nucleoid, and it has ribosome present in it. So this is the characteristics of a primitive cell. Now, what is absent and what is present, we'll discuss. But before that, what is eukaryote? So, eukaryote is a new one, which is an advanced and complete cell. The cell has organelles and it is membrane bound nucleus. There is a DNA and ribosome ATS type present in cellular organelles. So, talking about the difference, the first, eukaryotic is advanced cell, the prokaryotes is primitive. Eukaryotic is nucleus is present with the nuclear membrane, and in the prokaryotes there is nucleus absent, and nucleus if present then it is not membrane bound. The next is the membrane bound organelles. Example, mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, ER, Golgi bodies or Golgi apparatus, vacuole, plastid, lysosome, etc. Examples also like peroxisome, and there is also peroxisomes, lysosome, plastids, vacuoles. So these all are membrane bound organelles that is present in the eukaryotic cells, and it has ATS type ribosome. Now, if we are coming about the prokaryotes, it does not have any cell organelles, and it does not have a nuclear membrane bound nucleus. And what about DNA? It has DNA in it in the prokaryote as well as in eukaryote, but the DNA is being more compact and more organized in the eukaryotic cells. Now, the cell division, if we are talking about the cell division, in the prokaryotes, it's by the fission and the budding. In the eukaryotes, that is mitosis and meiosis. Now, the cell size, of course, the prokaryotes is smaller in size, that is 1 to 10 millimeter in size. And if we are talking about the eukaryotic cells, the cell is larger, that is of 5 to 100 millimeter. So this is all about eukaryotes and prokaryotes. Talking about the next is the nucleus and the nucleoid. Just to tell you what is a nucleus and what is a nucleoid. So nucleus is a double membrane bound DNA containing unit that it contains DNA that is equal to 2 or several DNA molecule. If we are talking about nucleoid, it is a DNA content is equal to single DNA molecule. And if we are talking about nucleus, here the DNA is associated with the histone proteins to form chromatin. And if we are talking about the nucleoid, then histones are absent and the DNA of the nucleoid is not being bounded by the histone protein. So, and the next is nucleus is larger in size comparative to the nucleoid, which is smaller. And a covering membrane is absent in the nucleoid. So, nucleus has double membrane bound structure, but nucleoid is free in the cytoplasm. And nucleolus, the main difference is nucleolus is present in nucleus, but nucleoid, the nucleolus is absent. So this is about nucleus and the nucleoid. Hope so you will like, and in the next video please see about the cell part 3.